Well, hello boys and girls, it's Miss Pridmore, and we're going to skip a little bit. We're going to start at lesson 18 today, so that's page 241, okay? And our application problem reads, Ezra is measuring things in his bedroom. Thinks his bed is about 2 yards long. Is this a reasonable estimate? Explain your answer using pictures, words, or number. All right, let's go ahead and underline this word, reasonable. Okay, so what they want to know is not if it's exactly 2 yards long, because we're estimating, right? So that means it's about 2 yards long. But is that reasonable? Well, if you're having trouble understanding what reasonable is, let's take the opposite, okay? So if he thinks his bed is about 2 miles long, that would not be reasonable, right? Because 2 miles is about 4 laps around the track of our playground. So there's no way his bed is that long, right? So we want to know, could it be? That's what reasonable means here. So if you want to know if this is a reasonable estimate, you kind of need to know what 2 yards looks like. Now you might remember seeing those yardsticks, the long, what looks like a very, very long ruler in our classroom. Or if you play football, you might know, I'm going to do a terrible job of drawing a football field, okay? You might think about a football field, right? Here's the goalposts. Here's the 50-yard line, and you have all these lines in between, right? And so you want to think about each line being about 10 yards. So then you're talking about, you know, like 1/10 of this space. So about here, right? Now that would, if that helps you visualize how long a yard is, or if you want to just remember how long that yardstick in our classroom is, right? We said before, Miss Pridmore showed you, it's a little bit longer than my arm span, right? So what you want to think about is, would that be a reasonable estimate for his bed? Yeah, I think so too, right? So his bed is going to be, you know, about, I would say here's probably where 1 yardstick would come off, right? And then another one. So I think yes, right? So we're using pictures, numbers, or words. We're using pictures to help explain where we get our thinking from, okay? Now, we would just say for an answer statement, yes, and then we're going to take every word from our question. So yes, 2 yards is a reasonable estimate, okay? Yes, and look at it again, 2 yards is a reasonable estimate. So I'm putting the word yes. 2 yards is a reasonable estimate. Now, if you have a yardstick at home, go ahead and measure your bed and see if it's about 2 yards long. Okay, guys, check out our problem set video coming right up after this.